Types of dysgraphia. Dysgraphia is often divided into two primary types, language-based and non-language-based. Language-based dysgraphia refers to difficulties with spelling, word order, or a disconnect between one's thoughts and the ability to put them on paper. Non-language based dysgraphia is more likely to result from fine motor skill difficulties. In these cases, the language centers of the brain function within normal parameters, but the individual has difficulty controlling hand, arm, and finger muscles to produce legible writing. Dysgraphia is most commonly diagnosed in children, but it can also be diagnosed in adults. For children, dysgraphia is usually present from the time that they first start learning to write. For adults, it is more commonly the result of a brain injury or stroke. There are 5 recognized types of dysgraphia that all impact different elements of the writing process. These types are dyslexic, motor, spatial, phonological, and lexical dysgraphia. Dyslexia, dysgraphia. This type of dysgraphia, written words that a person has not copied from another source, are illegible. Particularly as the writing goes on, they typically have less difficulty in copying down existing text. Spelling is poor even though an individual's fine motor skills are normal. A person with dyslexia, dysgraphia does not necessarily have dyslexia. Motor dysgraphia. Motor dysgraphia is due to deficient fine motor skills, poor dexterity, poor muscle tone, and or unspecified motor clumsiness. Writing is often slanted due to holding a pen or pencil incorrectly. Written work, including copied work and drawings, tend to be poor or illegible. With extreme effort from the students, spelling abilities are usually within the normal range. Spatial dysgraphia. Spatial dysgraphia is due to a defect in the understanding of space. Spatial dysgraphia results from issues with spatial awareness and difficulty staying within the lines on a piece of paper or using a correct amount of spacing between words. All forms of handwriting and drawings from individuals with this type of dysgraphia are usually illegible. Spelling skills are not typically impaired. Phonological dysgraphia. Phonological dysgraphia is characterized by writing and spelling disturbances in which the spelling of unfamiliar words, non-words, and phonetically irregular words is impaired. Individuals with phonological dysgraphia are also unable to hold phonemes in memory and blend them in their appropriate sequence to produce the target word. Lexical dysgraphia. Lexical dysgraphia is evidenced when a person can spell but relies on standard sound to letter patterns with misspelling of irregular words. This is more common in language such as English and French, which are less phonetic than a language such as Spanish. This type of dysgraphia is very rare in children. Some children may have more than one type of dysgraphia.